Yeah, good night, folks. 26th of July, Clov. So, very quick update because there is some people who don't really understand what's going on, and it's very simple if you have the data. Okay. So, let me open it so I can be precise. Okay. What you need to know until the 3 of July. Until the 3 of July, there was 42 million shares short. Then they start covering the 7, the 8, and the 9 of July. Go and check the volume that day and the price, and you will understand that during these 3 days, 7, 8, 9 July, they cover roughly 6 million shares. So now not now, at the 15th of July, we have 36 million shares short instead of 42 back at the end of June. And I suspect we will have the numbers in the next 2 weeks that they have done quite the same in the second part of July. They cover another maybe roughly 5-6 million shares. So I think we are around 30 million shares short instead of 42. So why this is important? The stock was heavily shorted until the end of June, and then the short have decided to cover by wave, and they cover some shares in the first part of July, and another wave in the second 2 weeks of July, will end in the days to come. So I think we will arrive at the earnings the 5 of August with something around 30 million shares short. Plus, today, Friday, was a big option expiration day with a lot of calls above $3, 3, 3, 5, 4 tons. They all destroy it by manipulating the price since yesterday, Thursday, back down to the 50 moving average at $3.05. It's completely orchestrated, it's completely precise, and it's very easy to understand what they are doing. What they are doing, for me, is crystal clear. The program was this. Until roughly a month before the earning, we're going to short Clov to death and go back to 42 million shares short. And they have been shorting a lot during the month of June to push the price under $3. Then they start covering the month before the earnings, now in July. And every Friday, they push the price down to crush all the calls on Clov, and so they don't have to buy the shares and pay for the people will have exercised these options. Perfect scenario, totally clear, covering, destroy calls, and prepare for earnings. So earnings are coming not this week, the week after. It will be Tuesday, 5 of August. So I think we're going to face the same kind of scenario in the week to come. They're going to run it to $3.5 or $4 maybe, something over there, especially if they cover a lot. And that will make sense for them to cover a big part the week before earning. And then Friday of next week, maybe they keep it at 4 or 3 or 3.5, something like that. Depending a lot of things that we don't even know. So what's important now that we understand what's going on is to be very aware of what's the meaning of all this. Like I told you in the last audio, all this big downtrend was orchestrated by some institution like BlackRock who want to load the boat of Clov shares. Other things are distraction, some CFO or I don't know who selling some shares. That's peanuts, 200,000 shares that was planned since May. It's completely irrelevant, so I don't care about that. What's important here is that some big institution want to take position on Clov and have been manipulating the price to have the best entry price. That was the program. In order to arrive at that result, they have been using shorts, calls, puts to manipulate the price. All this actually is complete distraction. What's important now? What's important is the several rumors that we have that all point in the same direction. This direction is that the software who Clov is using has been accepted and used by big guns company like Humana and others. And all this will be revealed, and Clov direction CEO Andrew Toy and Vivek and all that have absolutely no interest at all to talk about all this at the wrong moment. My expectation, and I may be wrong, is that earnings will be good, maybe not exceptional, because the best numbers for Clov will be in 2026. It will be an amazing year for Clov for several reasons. So I expect regular earnings, a little beat or a medium beat, something like that. But what will be very interesting is the conference call and some kind of news they may release on all this SaaS software that they are using, but with counterparts and all that. If the market have the confirmation that this part of the business is growing and that big company are using or subscribing to this may change Clov forever. And this kind of price will be old memory, and we will never see price under $4 forever. The week to come is maybe the last. I know it sounds a little bit extreme, but the week to come is maybe the last week we have a price related to the old Clov, Medicare, regular growth and all that. And next week, the week after, the market may realize with the news that Clov is profitable and is going in a direction where the margins related to software and the growth is, transforming this company in something else. And if that's the case, that may completely change the valuation of Clov. And we can have a Clov shares who will be completely different in terms of valuation, growth, and the price will be reevaluated. It's a huge possibility. If it's not in August, after the earnings, it may be in October, November. Everybody knows where we are going. The problem is the timing. But, as you know, the market anticipates reality. And the market is going to prepare himself for the 2026 Clov, who will be a huge turnaround year for Clov, with the 4 stars, with the counterpart SaaS software growing, and a lot of things changing. So now we are in the last day of July. We are approaching August, and we will remain until end of 2025 with August, September, October, November, December. 4 or 5 months. I don't think that the market will wait for the end of the year to reevaluate Clov for all the reason we know. And I think the market is going to, I think the shift we are seeing since end of July is the start of the turning point for Clov. And naturally, each time you have a turning point in a stock, you have a transition period where there is some manipulation, because during the shift you have all kind of reaction. You have institutions who are buying big time. You have retail who basically break even and go out, because there is some people, I told you last time, there is some people who have been buying Clov during the last short squeeze. They buy it at 3.8, 3.9, 3.4, 4.1, and all these people, when they will see the same price they get in, they will sell because they are afraid, because they don't understand what's going on, and they just want to to get the money out and go somewhere else. That's the market. Everybody have his agenda. and its time frame and all that. But we all need here to be super focused on 2026. And we need to forget about short-term noise, like the dump of yesterday and today, to bring the price from 3.5 to 3.05 with the 50 moving average. No mystery here. They basically push it down to the 50 moving average. Why? Because there is some people who have been buying Clov at 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, and they were more than happy to sell at 3.5, plus the short to manipulate, to crush the calls and all this. So all this is short-term noise. It's absolutely not interesting. Now the focus of this turnaround is what's going to happen with Clov in 2026 in terms of growth, the 4 stars of reimbursement, counterpart, SaaS software, announce of any big company like Humana using it. That is the point, And basically, if we are at 3.354 at the start of this turnaround, and we know that we're going to have some kind of series of news related to the SaaS software who will be coming in the weeks to come, it is very possible that a new era is coming for Clov, and that the reevaluation and the anticipation of 2026 will bring us maybe very quickly at $5, $6, $7. So now is the time to understand what's going on and to, avoid giving importance to short-term noise and aggressively accumulate Clov in order to be in the best shape possible to arrive in 2026. Why? Because if we end the year, let's be conservative. Imagine we are in December and we are at $7 per share, okay? If earnings start to be revised with huge upward, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen is that the price will be totally out of control. The growth will change, the earnings will change, all the expectation will change, and we may very quickly be in some kind of new target price of $10, $15, $20, $25 per share. And we will all remember, do you remember in August 2025, I was able to buy Clov at $3. Now we are at $22. So that's the projection I have in my mind. So, it's not important that finally you buy at 310, 305, 35, 36, 37. If you know that maybe in March 2026, we will be cruising somewhere around $20. It's a nonsense. But it will be, we'll all remember that we got all the cards to understand what's going on with the SaaS, with the this, with the 4 stars, with the everything, that we know on Clov. And we will basically say, why, knowing what's going on with Clov, I didn't buy all I can. I mean, I basically sell all kind of stocks I have and basically push everything in Clov. We know Clov have no debt. We know Clov can easily have some money from the market, with very low interest, because they are super clean company going in the right direction with growth and profit accelerating. So Clov, it's far away now of being a penny stock or a company going in bankruptcy, but we're still in the $3 area for a huge business who's taking form. So, what do you want me to say? You may have some more stable company. I mean, I'm talking about the stock. You may have some more aggressive company with high volatility. You have all kind of stock in the stock market. And sometimes what's go up quickly come down very quickly too. Look at NAK, Cooper project in Alaska, with the market anticipate they are going to be able to do it, so they push it to $2. Then there is some bad news going down to $0.8. Big yo-yo, big volatility, yes, but who really know what's going to happen? So it's dangerous, basically. Clov, it's maybe not the best stock in terms of stability. Why? Because it's a SPAC related to Shamat. A lot of haters, a lot of shorts going in and out and play tricks. A lot of people buying, unfortunately, calls and puts instead of shares that, reinforce the unstable profile. Because naturally, when you have too much calls, they crush it every Friday. They don't want to pay. So, and all this tricks will continue until they are confronted with huge volume commitment from institutions who say, what? Clov is transforming in a software company with clients like Humana. We're going to buy millions of shares. And when that happens, you and me, we will be, no matter what we are or what we think, they basically going to crush aggressively the price up. And when that happens, if we are a 30 million share short, it will be completely out of control, because the short will be willing to exit. The institution will want to buy big chunks. The retail will be completely crazy, buying. People just, and we are facing that situation now. When it's going to happen, I don't know. August, September, October, something over there. So, what I want to do personally, if I was able, is to shut down the PC, taking holiday until the end of the year, and then come back at Christmas and open it, and I see $8.9 per share. That will be the best thing to do normally, to avoid all the noise, the calls, the Friday close, That will be the most intelligent thing to do. Even best, you close the PC, you take a world round tour, and you come back mid 2026, and then you will open your PC and you see $30 per share. Yeah, that will be great. 10 bagger, boom. That's a good holiday. That's a good thing to do. Yeah. And so you cannot touch. I want to make some kind of joke here. We should all go in jail for the next year, 1 year in jail, so we can basically don't do nothing. We don't have access, and when we come back, we see $30 next summer. That will be great. We are joking, but this is very possible of what may happen here. It's a possibility. It's not completely crazy. But unfortunately, we will be looking at this tick by tick, day by day, week by week, and we will be saying, yes, what, or too late, too early, I sell, I buy, or no, why I sell, or no, why I didn't buy more. That's the market. But the more intelligent of us understand the big picture and the direction. And what I think is the best thing to do is to sell on the upticks, reload on the dips. But unfortunately, we may be very careful, because if they release some kind of news with Omana, this will be completely out of control. And if you are out of the stock at that moment, you will chase, and you may chase at the double of the price or even more. So now you have all the information, the numbers. Everybody take his decision, not financial advice. The facts are the facts, and everybody need to do what they have to do. I have a list of stock, MVST, EOS, this and that. But I don't see any clear scenario like I see on Clov. Crystal clear. It's a question now of news, timing, and covering from the short. Because when you have, let me tell you this again, I told you last time, when you have a huge news like a Humana partnership, and you have big boys like BlackRock and others who want to buy shares at the same time, plus retail, how are you going to cover 30 million shares? Everybody will be coming in the same door, buy. Where you're going to find shares? It will be a mess. I suspect a big mess, really. Because Clov still some kind of meme profile with the Wall Street bets running around, looking, watching. You have institutions or start buying big chunks like BlackRock, and the news is still not here officially, only rumors. And what's going to happen when you have institution, retail, Wall Street bets, this and that, short covering? This can be crazy, totally crazy. And I think it's going to happen. The problem is when. It's very difficult to say, because that's the direction of Clov, who's going to choose the right moment. And they have their agenda. We don't know. The only thing we can intelligent thing we can do, it's accumulate all we can at 3, 3, 5, 4, all we can, and we don't have unlimited money, unfortunately. So basically, just buy and shut down the PC, and take a trip or go in jail, and then you will be more than happy. Take care. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.